Tell us your name and tell us about your project.
My name is Robert Heidzik. I was a member of the team that worked with Edwin Hubble on his experiment to discover whether the universe is expanding, contracting, or stationary. We accomplished this by analyzing the movement of things such as galaxies and stars in relation to the Earth and compared them to their distance from the Earth.
What were you guys trying to do or find?
We were attempting to prove the theory that the universe is expanding by using the studies and discoveries of galaxy and star movements in relation to the Earth. In doing this, we hope to find a relationship between the cosmic body's distance from Earth and the speed at which they are moving.
Where did the project or experiment occur?
Our project mostly took place at the Mount Wilson Observatory in California. We were fortunate enough to have access and use of the 100-inch Hooker telescope, which is currently the largest telescope in the world. The use of this telescope has allowed us to examine vast distances into space further than ever before, which has greatly aided in our research. Additionally, some of our colleagues have worked from other locations, including the Harvard College Observatory in Massachusetts and the Lowell Observatory in Arizona, to gather their own portion of the research.
What other significant events were happening around the world at that time?
So far, the year of 1929 has ushered in many different events around the world. There have been advances in aviation, such as the Graf Zeppelin, a German aircraft carrier, completing a circumnavigation trip around the world. Furthermore, airplane travel has become increasingly further with destinations to various continents. The Motorola Company has produced the first car radio, and the country of London has debuted the first public telephone booth. Additionally, the Wall Street crash has plunged us into an economic depression that has worldwide effects.
Who else was involved in the project?
A few years ago, French astronomer Georges Lemaitre proposed the idea that the universe was expanding and theorized that this would cause galaxies to move at proportional speeds to their distance from the Earth. Henrietta Swan Leavitt has discovered the period luminosity scale, which has allowed us to measure various distances of stars in relation to the Earth. Vesto Slipher has analyzed the spectral lines emitted by a spiral nebulae and concluded that most exhibit redshift, which indicate that they are in fact moving away from the Earth. Additionally, Milton Humason has expanded upon Slipher's work using the Hooker telescope, which, once again, revealed the red shifts among various cosmic bodies, further proving a recessional movement.
What was your role in the project?
My task was to work alongside Edwin Hubble to combine the work and discoveries of Leavitt and Slipher. Upon using the period luminosity scale in relation to analyzing the red shifts of galaxies, we have discovered that Lemaitre's theory was indeed correct. The speed at which galaxies are moving away from the Earth is, in fact, directly proportional to their distance from the Earth. We were then able to conclude that the further away these galaxies are, the faster they are receding.
What impact did your project have on the physics community?
We have been told that Albert Einstein was very excited upon hearing our work and discoveries. His theory of relativity initially implied that the universe must either be expanding or contracting, but was debunked for the then acceptance that it was neither, but rather stationary instead. However, our work has supported his theory, and we are thrilled that he is pleased. Additionally, I believe that these discoveries could potentially impact various other projects of a similar topic.
What do you believe will be the legacy of this project?
Edwin Hubble and his team have made many discoveries during this project that could potentially impact various areas of the scientific community. There has been word of Hubble receiving credit for his work by having his name used to identify these findings. Some examples include the statement, "The more distant the galaxy, the faster it is moving away from us," and the rate at which the universe is expanding being dubbed as Hubble's law and the Hubble constant, respectively. I also believe that one day there could even be a much more powerful telescope than we currently have that could adopt the Hubble name, but I guess only time will tell.